And our Los Angeles bureau was up to the challenge of covering one of the country's largest tech convention, E3. Eva and Alan Basillaje are at the scene.
Eagle News once more storms the shores of the world's biggest video game expo of the year, E3. It'll be a daunting challenge running the gamut of exhibitors, products, and emerging tech at the Los Angeles Convention Center, but I accept the challenge. Needless to say, this will be my most daring single-player solo adventure ever. Oh, hello.
Our three-day coverage of E3 will be a blend of video game news and at times seemingly unrelated stories. You'll see what we mean. But to start things off, we decided to take a look at those peripherals and accessories that enhance the gaming experience and give the edge to serious competitors. First off, PC gaming.
We're showcasing Lexip's space controller. This space peripheral, this space controller, is meant to be played with space games and city building games. You can entirely tilt it forward, backward, and side to side, and using the little joystick on the side, piloting the space throttle of the engine and the left-right axis of the ship, right? And what basically I'm doing right here is piloting a spacecraft, an entire spacecraft, that's one thing, with just one hand, leaving my second hand entirely available for all the keyboard shortcuts that these games require. Exactly like little kids play the spacecraft thing, they run everywhere and go meow like this, right? And you do exactly the same movement but on the peripheral, and you actually become the ship itself.
Light guns have been like a very popular gaming genre in the past, but the problem is they kind of went away. CRT TVs went away, and there really hasn't been a solution for this generation of consoles. So we actually developed this technology. It uses a very low power invisible laser, and it utilizes this camera. It's an IR, what we call our IR station. This is wired to your console, again, either Xbox One or PlayStation 4. It knows exactly where you're pointing with this invisible laser as you point it at the screen. So very, very precise, no lag, to really kind of reinvent, light gun gaming and bring it to the new consoles.
The Xbox Wireless Elite Controller Series 2. It's our second iteration of our Elite controller. What we've got is, we've got a controller where we've got rubberized grips around the bottom and the top of the controller. What that does is it gives you a nice, firm and comfortable way to hold the controller. It also allows for different styles of holding the controller, which is nice. 3 positions for our triggers, which is great because it gives you options based on the games. Maybe you want the full stroke for a racing game, but maybe the really short one for a first-person shooter. New this year, we introduced the ability to change the tension of the thumbsticks themselves. We offer 3 positions, a high, a medium, and a low. And what that does is it just gives the gamer more options to play the way that they want to play and give them more control.
Proximat is, we like to call it the mouse pad for virtual reality. It's a mat made out of anti-fatigue material, made for working with the built-in chaperone system in the virtual reality headsets to keep you centered within your VR space, to keep you safe, and to keep you comfy. This gives you the feeling underneath your feet so you know when you're stepping out of your space. It's easy to ignore the visuals, but it's real hard to ignore something you can feel.
There's 2 things Technisport does the other chair companies really don't do. And again, starting with that is the steel frame. So they're backed by a lifetime warranty. So if by some accident you did manage to break a steel chair, you get another one. The other thing they do is every single color that you see here is tied to a charity, and that charity offers 3% towards whatever it is depending on the sale of the chair. So for example, this chair right here would be going to Alzheimer's research because it's gray and black. Cancer's riddled my family, so it's a very important cause to me, so I always support the pink chairs for breast cancer. Thunder Gaming is actually one of our sponsors, so they decided that our chair was this chair that they wanted to support, and they offer them in their arenas. And this is Esports Arena. They have hundreds of our chairs, and they have several locations throughout the Midwest.
A good controller or gaming chair can certainly help make the difference between almost winning
and completely dominating your opponent. In games, of course, such as
Borderlands at its core has always been a co-op experience that we really wanted people to be able to engage and play with their friends or play with people online. We have couch co-op. We still have that in Borderlands 3 because it's always been important since day one in the franchise. So there's a multitude of ways that we're doing that in the new entry. If you saw the theater presentation, you got to see we're allowing people to kind of send items through the mail system. So if you find something really cool or something that somebody that you know, a friend of yours, might enjoy, you can send it to them.
Would there be any chance of them sending something to their buddy that they may not appreciate?
Well, hopefully there's nothing in the game that people don't like, right? But yeah, you can send whatever. That goes with grenades and different like shields and things like that too. So maybe if there is one that has some type of debuff on it or some type of dynamic change that can happen if you do a thing, then you can kind of stick it in there and maybe it'll get past and it'll be like, oh yeah, there's a lot of health on this. Oh, but it explodes and hurts me whenever it happens, something like that. We want to make sure that people can play literally any way that they want to. They can make their Vault Hunters the way that they want. They can style them and customize them the way that they want, and they can play solo or cooperatively, and it still works just as good.
After opening E3 with a ceremonial ribbon cutting, Mayor Eric Garcetti spoke with Eagle News about his thoughts on how the future of video gaming could positively impact Los Angeles.
We are so excited to have E3 here. It's our 20th time hosting. This is the center, not only of video gaming, but of esports in the world. And this is our biggest convention of the year. We love opening up LA. We've got engineers, we've got companies, we've got jobs, we've got players, we've got now competitors. And because the Olympics are coming, we hope to maybe see in the future esports can be a part of a worldwide federation, maybe even be in the Olympics.
In keeping with today's theme of peripherals, I decided to hide in the corner of my co-reporter's field of vision to do the closing all by myself. Oh, hello.
Hello. And goodbye for now to our Eagle News viewers. But don't worry, this farewell is only temporary because our exploration of the Electronic Entertainment Expo is far from done. Reporting from the Los Angeles Convention Center at E3.
Day 1.
This is Eva and Alan for Eagle News, and we are 1 with 25.